But the major message that I've been trying to get across in life, and which I tried to follow, etc., all through the last, I'm going to be 77 in July, etc., and no matter what happens in life, you must accept it. And you cannot look back at the past, at what happened, feel sorry for yourself, complain about it, etc., and just continue moving on as long as you have good health. We don't realize in life the most important thing, and we take it for granted every day, is the fact that we have health and no disability, and we get up in the morning with minor aches and pains. And all of us in life feel and ignore this fact. And until you have lived and seen disability, you don't realize what effect it has upon your life and how it limits the way you live your life. And this is really dedicated to my wife, who lived 9 years in a wheelchair without complaining, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So basically, most of us take for granted what we have and look at things in this jaundiced way of life that we should have more. Maybe we shouldn't have more, but as long as we have health, we can go on and change things and move things. Because once you don't have any health, you are considerably restricted. So consequently, you should all be thankful that you do have health. And you must realize that whatever obstacle is put in your path is minor. It's a very minor obstacle. All you have to do is say, I'm going to overcome it. You cannot give in to circumstance. You must change, you must adapt, and you must move on. You cannot look upon the past, and this is what I never did, ever. As the old expression is, there's water under the dam. It's done, you can't do anything about it. So you constantly have to move on, no matter what age you are. And you can't make excuses to any degree about it. So I had something else prepared, but after seeing my wife's picture, it touched me so that I would prefer to talk about her than to talk about me, etc. If that says it's just because she just died last year. But there is some prepared statements that I do have, which I think would be helpful, which is not mine, but perhaps it can help others. I feared failure until I realized that I only fail when I don't try. I feared success until I realized that I had to try in order to be happy with myself. I feared people's opinions until I learned that people would have opinions about me anyway. I feared rejection until I learned to have faith in myself. I feared pain until I learned that's necessary to grow. I feared the truth until I saw the ugliness in lies. I feared life until I experienced its beauty. I feared death until I realized that's not an end, but a beginning. I feared my destiny until I realized that I had the power to change my life. I feared hate until I saw that it was nothing more than ignorance. I feared love until it touched my heart, making the darkness fade into endless days. I feared ridicule until I learned how to laugh at myself. I feared growing old until I realized I gained wisdom every day. I feared the future until I realized that life just became better. I feared the past until I realized that it could no longer hurt me. I feared the dark until I saw the beauty of the starlight. I feared the light until I learned that the truth would give me strength. I feared change until I saw that even the most beautiful butterfly had to undergo the metamorphosis before it could fly. And that is the message I'd like to leave you with.